You're listening to Brain Lenses. I'm Colin Wright. Flashes of insight, sometimes called aha or eureka moments, are defined by both a sense of sudden understanding and a surge of some kind of emotional resonance that causes the person experiencing the insight to believe with some certainty that it is true. Researchers who have previously looked into this effect have defined 4 characteristics that delineate this type of experience from other sorts of experience. It is sudden. The problem being solved now seems easy, whereas it previously seemed difficult or obscure. It is gratifying, and we feel with some certainty that our solution is correct. That sense of a previously unassailable problem becoming not just intelligible, but easily overcome is often referred to as attaining processing fluency, and it's been posited the gratification the problem solver experiences may stem from the contrast between facing a frustrating problem and the bolt of lightning-like solution that allows them to traverse that seemingly untraversable impasse. The how and why of that satisfaction has never been fully explained, though, and that's part of what a study published in 2025 was meant to assess. What is happening in our brains when we experience an aha moment? The researchers behind this study found that the process of rapid knowledge reorganization and integration, which they call a representational change, involves not just the brain regions required to solve the frustrating problem, the visual cortex for visual problems, for instance, but also emotion-linked brain regions, and those involved in memory creation. The emergence of positively valenced feelings, the feel-good sense of having solved a problem, seems to make the memory of said problem more salient, and thus more likely to be stored and later retrieved. The research suggests this might be the consequence of defied expectations. A problem is categorized as unsolvable, then all at once a solution snaps into place. The brain likes that, or at least rewards us for it, and that subconscious memory of reward and an unexpected turn of events makes problem-solving a pleasant experience, and that in turn makes insight-solved problems more memorable. This particular study only assessed this effect with visual problems, and while the researchers suspect the same general process would play out with language-related problems too, though involving the language handling parts of our brain rather than the visual parts, we don't know that for certain. This axis of brain components and responses could be visual problem specific, and other mechanisms could come into play when we face different impasses. That said, this finding suggests that facing problems and experiencing the insights required to solve them may make facts and lessons more memorable, often for the better, though in some cases for the worse, as it is possible to experience a flash of insight that turns out to be incorrect, but which, because of this mechanism, is nonetheless locked into our long-term memories as if it is true. This can make replacing that false information with correct information later more difficult. I'm able to present Brain Lenses in both its written and audio formats ad-free because of support from listeners like you. If you're enjoying what I'm doing here, consider becoming a paid supporter for the cost of a cup of coffee each month at brainlenses.com.